the undertone. You have the cool neutrals here. The white, which is a pure cool white, and the navy. And over the top, I will lay over the warm neutrals of the cream and tan. Cool neutrals contain more blue. The warm neutrals contain more yellow. We're looking for any changes on my skin. We're looking under the eyes, around the nose and mouth, the jawline, and the overall complexion. So look at the changes from here to here. What do you see? The cream and the tan makes me look more yellow. My jawline looks less defined, and I look more tired. There's a bit of a shadowing going on around the upper lip. So, from here to here, all of the imperfections just disappear with the cool neutrals. Let's do some more comparisons. And for the undertone test, I've decided to compare the darker palettes of winter and autumn. So you have the burgundy. It looks cooler on camera, especially compared to chestnut. Let me just lay that on properly. Look at the change from here to here. Can you see a difference? With the chestnut, I just look like my jawline's expanded. Bit of a double chin going on here. And even around my eyes looks more yellow. The shadowing on the upper lip once again. I just look more pale and drawn compared to the burgundy cherry colour. My eyes look brighter, my jawline looks more defined, and my overall complexion just looks healthier. Compared to this just looks muddy. The yellowness, watch the yellowness around the eyes disappear. Let's compare some more colours. Let's compare two yellows. First we have Ice Lemon, which contains less yellow compared to Mustard, which contains a lot of yellow. Warm, cool, warm, on the cheeks. It just looks unnatural. And here, all of it disappears, or at least most of it. Compared to here, there's just more of a freshness with the ice lemon, which contains more blue and less yellow. Let's do the pinks next. So we'll compare the fuchsia, which contains more blue, versus the coral, which contains a lot more yellow. But the change from here to here, I think it's becoming more obvious now, isn't it? From here to here. See how the light just immediately turns on with the fuchsia rather than the coral. Even my teeth look more yellow compared to here. It's amazing the difference. Look at that. Look at my teeth. Let's compare the greens next. Now we are comparing the darker emerald, which contains more blue, with the moss green, which contains more yellow. Oh, yeah, you can really see it. Everything just looks a little jaundiced and undefined compared to the dark emerald, which immediately looks fresher in comparison to this. My skin looks really, really dirty, and my teeth look dirty. Look at that. My eyes have immediately popped. Magic. Let's move on to the blues next. And once again, we are moving to the cool colour. This blue contains a lot of blue, the electric blue. And we'll compare that to the peacock blue. I think immediately you could see it was starting to dull me down, even when it's in front of me and not on me. Okay, look at my teeth as well, from here to here. More yellow, just everything looks more muddy, undefined, yellower teeth. And here, smile for the camera in comparison to this. It's amazing the difference it can make. This is surrounding my face. Oh, this surrounding my face. The difference is clear. For the last part, I will be looking at metallics. Silver, which is cool, versus gold, which is warm. Now we'll look at the silver. more shadowing going on here. Everything just looks duller, less defined compared to here. Beautifully in harmony. My eyes sparkle more. My teeth look whiter. Perfection. My undertone is cool, so now we are going to look at the two cool seasons. Winter, which is bright, versus summer, which is soft and more muted. And we're going to stop looking at the warm colours and just focus on the cool colours. So spring and autumn are completely rolled out. Now we're going to start by comparing the cornflower blue from summer this is a softer blue compared to the more electric blue from winter. So we're going to compare the change from here to here. And if you can't see straight away, we'll compare other colours as well. So don't worry, we'll compare other colours. With the electric blue, it is slightly harder on the face, just slightly, compared to the cornflower, which just looks more in harmony with the softness of my features. Compared to this, it's not a huge difference, but there is some difference. Now we'll compare the turquoises. So we have the duck egg from summer, lighter and softer. Compared to lagoon blue, which is much brighter. I think this one is more obvious. Comparing this to this. Even the camera is adjusting because this is just too bright. Whereas here the camera has an easy time adjusting because this is more in harmony. And you could be forgiven for thinking that this might be the one because of my eyes, but with the rest of me, there's too much reflection on my skin and it takes away some of the definition of my jawline compared to with a duck egg. Let's move on to some more colours next. And now we have the pinks, rose pink from summer, and we'll compare this to magenta, which is really bright from winter. Yeah, too bright, far too bright. Picture it as a lipstick, far too bright. Here it's more in harmony with me. Now let's compare the purples. We'll be comparing the amethyst or sweet pea with the royal blue. Okay, so the amethyst is a lot more soft. eyes brighter and darker. Look at the change from here to here. Yeah, this just feels a bit bold, a bit too much. Just slightly hard here. Yeah, you can see more shadowing here compared to here. Everything just looks more uplifted and it looks more expensive compared to the royal purple. This just feels a bit in your face on me. This looks more elegant and fresh. So the conclusion is I'm a summer. So let's look at the summer colours together and rate the summer colour families. Now, before I rate the colours, and for a separate video, I'm going to be applying some makeup. So this is a soft white, or I can wear the white underneath. I'm going to be applying some makeup to get the whole picture of how the different colours can look once everything is applied. This is just something that you can do. I never wear makeup. This is only just to show you what can happen when you wear makeup at the same time as wearing your best colours. Now, I would always start by applying some sun protection. Just protect the skin from the sun. Ring fingers around the eyes for the gentlest, most delicate pressure. And we'll apply the number 7 airbrush away primer on the eyes first, before applying primer to the rest of the face once the eye makeup is done. This just helps the eyeshadow just helps the eyes have a smooth base for the eye makeup to be applied to. Just gently tap it on with the ring fingers. No tugging around the eye areas, eyeshadow, I'll be using the XX Revolution Beauty London Extravaganza Shadow Palette. And I'm going to start with a transition shade. It's going to be the pink beige, right at where I'm pointing. And I'm going to be using this angled eyeshadow brush. This will just help the other eyeshadows to blend together more efficiently, get a more seamless blend. We'll need to get a mirror as well, just to check that everything's done correctly. This eyeshadow palette mirror here. So easy to open off camera with it. Looks like everything is correctly applied. So now I'm going to move on to the mushroom eyeshadow. This will help to give a more defining shade to the eyes. I just go gently on the crease, create a shadow, a natural eyeshadow, just blend it upwards towards the edges. I do the same with the other eye. Get some more. Just take a little bit more. And I will move on to the rose brown, which is right here, and use that as the very defining shadow. Next, it's quite tricky to open. Other side, of course. Both the sides look the same. That's better. And once I've done that, I will apply a very shimmery silver just to cool this look down, make it even more blue based, brown can look a little bit warm on me, even if it's a cool brown. So now I'm just going to clean this brush and then use the silver shimmer right here. Just take a bit, just sweep it across the eye areas. Do it up on the brow bones and on the center of the eyelid. Just helps to open up the eyes and cool down this eyeshadow. At the same time, just get a bit more of the center of the eyes, in the inner corners as well. Then I'll go back in with the mushroom just to deepen it up again, deepen it down, sorry. Just make sure that there's still definition there. Just take a bit more. And I will use mascara next. Going to be a brown or black mascara. Let's take the mirror once again. Just help to line the eyes, define the lashes. Just make sure it's applied correctly. Trying to get every lash possible on the upper lashes. Okay. It's the eyelashes done with the mascara. Really opens up my eyes and just gives them a bit of a lining. It's a bit like I've used eyeliner as well. Just let that dry a little bit, and I will apply the number 7 Airbrush Away primer to the rest of my face. Before I apply the base makeup. And just under the eye. eyes as well, just so there's a smooth base under the eyes when I apply the BB cream and concealer. Again, when going around the eyes, just gently with the ring fingers for the gentlest, most delicate pressure. My eyes look really large right now. Now for the base makeup, I will be applying the number 7 Beauty Balm Tinted Skin Veil in the shade Fair, because I have quite fair skin. This just helps to add a sheer coverage. I feel like this is quite a bit better, this lighting here, compared to in Dad's car. So much better, because you can really see my eyes popping in comparison to being in the car, in Dad's car. My skin looks brighter here as well. It's better all around, isn't it? Now I'm going to apply the number 7 Velvet Cloud Rose Dream Green to Powder Blusher. This just helps to bring back colour to the cheeks and make the eyes pop while balancing out any lipstick that you might use. Add some lipstick just to bring back some colour, just a tiny bit, just to make sure the lips don't completely disappear because of the BB cream washing them out. This is the shade Cameo from the number 7 Moisture Trench range. And lastly, I will be applying some highlighter. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the tint Blossom Glow. This is a very cool pink. Bring back the glow. as well. And for the last part, I'm going to use the Studio London by Superdrug You Chew You Setting Mist Lightweight Dewy Fix Spritz. And now, that's the whole makeup video done. Or the whole makeup part of the video done. If you're watching the colour analysis video in full. Now, we can move on to rating the colours. Okay, let's start with soft white. This will act as a very great light neutral. And we'll compare this to the French Navy, which is a darker neutral. This is the darkest neutral of the summer palette. And I really love this colour. And I love it with white. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Now we'll compare the greens in the green family within the summer palette. Start by comparing the reds within the summer palette. This is the coral red, the warmest red of the summer palette. Look for the change from here to here with the cherry red. And finally, we have the burgundy red. I think the cherry and the burgundy are star colours. The coral red is better further away from the face, or 50%. These can be worn anywhere. Yes, I love these ones. Now we'll compare the greens and the blue-green family. Start off with the pastel aqua. This is quite an elegant choice. We'll move on to the duck egg, which is more blue. Which I think is getting better. The mid turquoise, which I think is another wow colour. The jade green. This will be a star at 50%. And finally, the sea green, which is a wow colour. So we have the sea green and the mid turquoise as wow colours. Next, we'll compare the pinks. Start off with this clover pink. It's a very soft, cool pink. I think this will be better below the waist. Sick quite an elegant choice. And it's, I'd say, a bit better because it's cooler. We go to the pastel rose. Another elegant choice. Then the rose, so it's going deeper and brighter. This is excellent at 50%. And finally, the raspberry, the brightest, deepest and coolest of them all. And this is a star colour. Certainly compared to this. Now we'll take a look at the purples. Let's start with the deep amethyst. Smoky amethyst, sorry. Just, it's very elegant. I'd say this is double starred 50%, or starred 50%. We have the lavender. It's the same with this one. The hyacinth, which is more blue. Give this a start 75%. Mid lavender. That's a 10. I absolutely adore this colour. Looks really expensive against my colouring. And we have the nightshade. This is another star colour along with the mid lavender. I love how expensive this looks. Now we'll go through the plums, the plum family. So we'll start off with the sweet pea amethyst colour. This is the sweet pea amethyst. Give this a double star, a star at 75%. Then we have the plum, which is deeper and more blue based. It's also one of the brights of the summer palette. This is easily going to be a 10, double star colour. And the smoked grape, this fell on the floor. That's why I was looking for it. This is the deepest. This looks very expensive, along with the plum. So we have the smoked grape and the plum as well colours. Now let's take a look at the blue family. This is the sweet pea amethyst. Give this a double star, a star at 75%. Then we have the plum, which is deep also one of the brights of the summer palette. This is easily going to be a 10 double star colour. And the smoked grape, this fell on the floor. That's why I was looking for it. This is the deepest. This looks very expensive, along with the plum. So we have the smoked grape and the plum as well colours. Now let's take a look at the blue family. Let's start off with the powder blue. This is the lightest of the blues. This is a very elegant choice. Start 25%. Very good at 50%. This is the sky blue. Give this a star at 50%. This is the cornflower. This is easily a star colour. We have the Air Force blue. This is another 10. And we have the Delft shiny Delft drape. This is another wow colour, another star colour. To the Delft Air Force blue and the cornflower as the wows in the blue family compared to the others. Beautiful. Very expensive looking. It turns out that I am a cool dark summer because all of the wow colours within my palette are the coolest, deepest, brightest colours. And that means that I bought the winter palette. I'll show you all of the colours that I can borrow from the winter palette as well. I'm able to borrow the bluest, so this is the coolest part of the winter palette. Colours like the royal blue. So these are the colours that are not too bright and not too dark, and also contain the most amount of blue in them. So the royal blue. The pine green. The silver, which I absolutely love. Shiny silver. A great alternative to white as well. Some of the drapes fell on the floor. I have to put them on the windowsill. We have the shiny ice lavender. It's one of the icy colours. Another great alternative to white. Beautiful. We have the electric cobalt blue. With a bit of makeup on, this looks even better. But I do wear this without makeup on as well, so looks it's one of my favourite colours as well. The best yellow, in my opinion, for me, is the ice lemon, just because of how cool it is as a yellow for me. We have the best turquoise from the winter palette, which contains the most blue. It's called turquoise blue. It's not as bright as the lagoon blue from before. I'll show you a comparison between turquoise blue and the lagoon blue. Okay, so this is the turquoise blue. And this is the lagoon blue. This is lighter, brighter and warmer. This is deeper and cooler. Therefore, it's not as bright, so the turquoise blue works better. It's an even better colour, in my opinion, is the fuchsia. This is the brightest fuchsia I can wear before it gets too bright. Okay. One of my favourite pinks in the entire world. Of course, my favourite is the electric blue, the royal blue. I love the blues of the winter palette in particular. And of course, I'm wearing my summer colours in practice, as well as this winter French navy kind of navy. So the silver jewellery as well, with some accessories here and here, all silver and platinum toned, because silver and platinum are my best metal colours. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please give this video a thumbs up, like this video, share this video, subscribe as much as possible. Hype the hell out of this video, and let's continue on the next video. See you on the next video. Take care. Good night. And don't forget this nail colour as one of the accessories in the cornflower bright blue.